I've had a question come up recently, and I think this is worth talking about with everybody. The question is this: why does the media lie to us? They do lie to us. They do. Now, hold on. Wait. I'm not suggesting that every single thing you ever encounter in the media is a lie. I'm not saying that. I don't think that's true. But they do lie to us. At least sometimes they do. Why? Why do they lie to us? Well, let me give you a couple thoughts on this. In a very, very broad, general sense, we get lies from the media for the same reason that everybody else lies. They believe that in some way or another, it will benefit them to lie. Right? Hey, I've lied before. I'm not bragging about that. I'm sad to have to say that, but it's true. You've lied before, too. Yeah, you have. In fact, if you tell me, I've never lied, Dan, that would be a lie. Why did we lie? We knew we weren't supposed. Ever since we were little kids, we've known you're not supposed to lie. We knew, but we did anyhow. Why? Well, in some way or another, we believed that our lie was going to provide some kind of an advantage. Maybe we were in a situation in which telling the truth would have brought some correction or discipline. If I tell the truth now, I'm going to be in trouble. So rather than face that reality, we thought, you know what, it's just easier, it'll be better, it'll be more comfortable to lie. You know what I'm talking about, right? The lie, at least this is what we thought at the time, was going to be beneficial. The media, not all the time, but sometimes they lie to us. And at least in part, this is because they believe there's going to be a benefit. You say, like what? What do you mean benefit? What benefit do they get from lying? Well, here, think about this. If they tell a lie and it enhances the story, makes it a little more sensational, makes it a little more, the story becomes a little more exciting, then it's possible that story, it's more exciting now, gets more clicks, more views, more thumbs up, more ratings. Media outlets benefit from more views, clicks, ratings. You know that, right? They get more money from more views and clicks and ratings. That's one way in which the lie can be beneficial to them. Here, also, media outlets have a bias. The media outlets aren't usually just robots. They're people. They're people writing these stories and filming these stories, and they have a bias. Because they're human. They have an ideological point of view, and they generally tend to attract an audience with a very similar ideological point of view. And I know how some media outlets may be a little more fair and objective than others. Sure, that might happen, but all of them skew a certain way. They have a bias, and their audience typically shares that bias. Therefore, sometimes they may lie in a way that promotes that bias. The benefit from the lie happens because they please their audience. They keep their audience. They fire up this audience and get them motivated. They continue to build this like-minded audience. Are you with me? Yeah, media organizations lie because they perceive that there are some benefits that come from lying. So what do we do about this? I mean, we're just regular people. What are we going to do? Well, I think it's helpful for us just to realize this is happening. For starters, that's good. They're lying. Not all the time in every way, but they're lying. It's helpful for us to be aware of that reality. Be wise consumers, put it that way. When we consume media, and particularly if it's kind of confirming our bias, pay attention. Be discerning. If you come across a story that seems like, wow, this really is sensational, sometimes with that type of thing, it can be beneficial. Look a little further. Check it out a little bit more. Look at some other sources. Don't just accept everything you read or hear even if it's coming from an organization that is, quote unquote, a reputable media outlet. Hey, you know what? Reputable media outlets have been caught lying. Yeah, they have. Yeah. Also, here's something that we can do. We can be careful about the media information that we're reposting or that we're passing along to others. Sometimes people send me, and they mean well, but they send me videos or articles with stunning information. And I'm like, wow. And I ask them, have you checked this out? I mean, have you verified this with any other sources? And most of the time, if I ask that question, most of the time, the answer I get is no. No, I haven't. Sometimes I've even asked, do you know the original? Where did this come from? Nope, don't know. But they're passing it along as fact. In a world where we know the media doesn't always tell the truth. We know that. In a world like that, it's good and right for us to be careful. And we could even use this word, responsible. We can be responsible about what we're reposting or what we're passing along to others. In the Bible, we are challenged to be wise and discerning. These are good characteristics. Now, I don't believe God wants us to be cynical. I really don't believe that. But he doesn't expect us to be gullible either. Yeah. He doesn't expect us to be fooled and manipulated by people who only care about themselves and the furthering of their own agenda. So, let's keep our eyes open. Let's be aware of what we're encountering. Let's be aware of what we're reposting and what we're passing along. And with God's help, let's be wise, responsible consumers of information.